Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went in there in the first place? Or maybe you've been mid-conversation and suddenly, poof, the word you were looking for just vanished. You're not alone. These little memory slips happen to all of us, especially as we get older. And while they might seem harmless at first, they can feel a bit unsettling over time. But here's the good news. Memory loss doesn't have to be a part of aging. Yes, you heard that right. It's not something you just have to accept. In fact, there are simple daily habits that can help keep your brain sharp, focused, and full of life, even well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 easy things you can start doing today, right now, that can make a big difference in how your memory works. These aren't complicated routines or expensive treatments. These are small, manageable habits that fit right into your everyday life. And the best part? They feel good to do. Let's start with something so simple that most people overlook it entirely: moving your body. Now, I'm not talking about signing up for a marathon or spending hours at the gym. I mean gentle, consistent movement, like going for a morning walk, dancing around the living room to your favorite oldies, or even doing a little light stretching before bed. Just 15 to 30 minutes a day can work wonders for your brain. You see, physical movement increases blood flow to the brain, which helps it stay healthy and alert. Think of it like watering a plant. Your brain needs that nourishment, and exercise delivers it straight to where it's needed. Even better. Moving your body releases chemicals like endorphins and dopamine, those feel-good hormones that can lift your mood, ease stress, and help you sleep better at night. And all of those things, less stress, better mood, and quality sleep, are tied directly to better memory. So if you've been feeling a bit sluggish or foggy lately, try this tomorrow morning. Open the curtains, let the sunlight in, and take a few steps around the house. Walk up and down your hallway, step outside for a quick stroll, or put on a song you love and sway with the rhythm. The key is to move, just a little bit every day. Your brain will thank you. Now, while movement is food for the brain, what you actually feed your brain matters too. That brings us to the second habit: fueling your mind with the right foods. Let me ask you this. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Was it something that energized you or something that left you feeling a little sluggish? The brain is a hungry organ. It needs good, nutritious fuel to stay sharp and focused. That doesn't mean going on a strict diet or cutting out everything you love, but it does mean being mindful about what goes on your plate. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds, are like brain boosters. They help protect your memory and even support new brain cell growth. Colorful fruits and veggies, especially berries, are loaded with antioxidants that help fight off the little bits of damage that build up in our brains over time. And don't forget leafy greens, spinach, kale, broccoli. Those are packed with brain-loving nutrients like folate and vitamin K. Even sipping a cup of green tea in the afternoon can give your brain a little lift. And if you enjoy the occasional square of dark chocolate, that's good news too. It has flavonoids that support brain function. So here's a gentle challenge for you. Try adding just one brain-boosting food to your day. Maybe a handful of blueberries with your breakfast or a piece of grilled fish for dinner. Small steps like these build up over time. And as you start to feel better, more alert, more energized, you might find yourself naturally reaching for more of the good stuff. Now, movement and nutrition lay the foundation, but there's another daily habit that's just as powerful, and honestly, often the most overlooked, and that's engaging your mind. Just like your body needs movement, your brain needs to be challenged, stretched, and exercised too. Have you ever tried learning something new, like a language, a musical instrument, or even just a new recipe? That process of being a little confused at first, of figuring things out step by step, that's where the magic happens. That's your brain making new connections, building new pathways. It's like lifting weights at the gym, but for your memory. Even something as simple as doing a crossword puzzle over your morning coffee, playing a memory game on your phone, or reading a book from a genre you don't normally pick up. These small activities stimulate your mind and keep it flexible. And flexibility is key. A flexible brain adapts better, remembers better, and stays younger, longer. Think about the last time you tried something for the very first time. Maybe it was using a new app on your phone, joining a new group, or figuring out how consistent movement that gets your blood flowing. Think of a morning walk around the block, dancing in your living room to your favorite oldies, or even stretching in the garden while tending to your plants. It doesn't have to be intense. It just has to be regular. You see, when you move your body, you're not just helping your heart and joints, you're feeding your brain. Physical activity increases blood flow, which means more oxygen and nutrients get delivered to your brain cells. That helps your memory stay sharp and your thinking stay clear. Some studies even suggest that regular movement can grow new brain cells in areas linked to memory. Isn't that amazing? So whether it's walking, stretching, or dancing to a little Elvis or Tina Turner, moving your body every day is like watering a plant. It keeps your brain fresh, alive, and growing. And remember, it doesn't matter how small you start. Even 10 minutes a day is better than nothing at all. Now, while moving your body is powerful, let's talk about something just as important: what you feed it. Have you ever had a heavy meal and then felt foggy or sluggish afterward? That's not just your imagination. What we eat directly affects how our brain functions. Think of your brain like a high-performance car. It needs good fuel to run smoothly. And after 60, that fuel becomes even more important. One of the best things you can do for your memory is to nourish your brain with the right foods. I'm talking about real wholesome foods. Nothing fancy. Foods like blueberries, which are packed with antioxidants that protect your brain from aging, or walnuts, which literally look like little brains and are full of healthy fats that support brain function. Even something as simple as a piece of dark chocolate can give your brain a nice boost. Plus, it feels like a treat, which makes this habit even easier to stick with. If you're cooking for yourself, try adding a sprinkle of turmeric to your meals. It's a golden spice known for its anti-inflammatory benefits, and it's been linked to better memory in several studies. If you're not used to it, start with just a little in soups or stews. It gives a warm, comforting flavor that many people enjoy. And of course, don't forget about water. Our brains are made up of nearly 75% water. When we're dehydrated, it affects everything: our focus, our mood, and yes, our memory too. A lot of people over 60 tend to drink less water without even realizing it. So if you're feeling forgetful, try reaching for a glass of water first. It might be just what your brain needs. All right, so we've talked about moving your body and feeding it well, but let me ask you this. How often do you truly engage your brain? And no, I don't mean just watching TV or scrolling on your phone. I mean challenging your brain in a way that keeps it curious, active, and learning. Because just like your muscles, your brain needs exercise too. One simple habit that can protect your memory is giving your brain a daily challenge. Something new, something different. That could be learning a few words in a new language, playing a game of chess with a friend, or picking up a puzzle you haven't finished in a while. Even switching up your routine, like brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand, can give your brain a fun little workout. If you enjoy reading, pick up a book in a genre you don't usually read. If you love music, try listening to a style you're unfamiliar with. These tiny changes help your brain make new connections, which is one of the best defenses against memory loss. And don't worry about being perfect. It's not about mastering something overnight. It's about the process, the act of stretching your mind just a little every day. Think of it like keeping your brain on its toes. That little bit of challenge keeps your memory sharp and your thinking nimble. Now let's keep this momentum going, because there's another daily habit that many people underestimate, and it can have a powerful effect on your memory, especially after 60. Let's talk about that next. Because the truth is, even with all the right foods and brain games, there's one habit that can quietly undo your progress if you're not careful. Sleep. Yes, good old-fashioned sleep, and not just any sleep, but deep, restful, uninterrupted sleep. After 60, many people struggle with staying asleep through the night or waking up feeling refreshed. Maybe you've noticed it yourself, tossing and turning, waking up too early, or just lying there staring at the ceiling. And while it might feel like just another part of aging, it's actually a major piece of the memory puzzle. You see, when we sleep, our brain goes into cleanup mode. It sorts through everything we've seen, felt, and done throughout the day, filing important memories away like little treasures and clearing out the mental clutter we don't need. It's like a housekeeping shift for your brain, and it happens mostly during the deep stages of sleep. Without it, memories don't stick as well. Focus slips. Even your mood can take a hit. So what can you do? For starters, try sticking to a regular sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps train your body's internal clock. Your brain thrives on routine. Then think about what you're doing in the hour before bed. If you're watching the news or scrolling through your phone, your brain might be a little too stimulated. Instead, wind down with something calming, maybe a warm cup of herbal tea, soft music, or a book you enjoy. Create a little bedtime ritual that tells your body it's time to rest now. And one more thing, try to avoid heavy meals or caffeine too close to bedtime. They might keep your body alert when it's trying to power down. Light snacks are fine, but save the big dinners for earlier in the evening. Now, when you start getting consistent, deep sleep, you might be surprised by how much clearer your mind feels. Words come easier. You remember names, appointments, even those little details that used to slip away. It's a small change with a big reward, and your brain will thank you. So far, we've looked at 4 powerful habits that can help protect your memory: moving your body, eating well, challenging your brain, and getting quality sleep. These are simple, gentle steps. Nothing extreme, nothing overwhelming, just small things you can do each day to support your brain and feel more in control of your mind. But we're not done just yet. There's one more habit, perhaps the most meaningful of them all, that we need to talk about. Because when it comes to memory, there's something deeper at play. Something that goes beyond diet, exercise, or even sleep. It's something that isn't talked about nearly enough when we think about memory and brain health. But it might just be the most powerful habit of all. And that is staying socially connected. Now, before you think, I'm not really the social type, or most of my friends are busy with their own lives, hear me out. This doesn't mean you have to go out every night or be the life of the party. Staying socially connected is really about meaningful interaction, conversations that make you feel heard, valued, and understood. Because when we connect with others, we're not just passing the time. We're strengthening one of the brain's most vital muscles, emotional memory. Have you ever noticed how you can remember a heartfelt conversation from years ago better than what you had for breakfast yesterday? That's emotional memory at work. Our brains hold on to moments that matter, moments where we felt joy, connection, or even laughter. And the more we create those moments, the more we reinforce our memory pathways. Loneliness, on the other hand, can be incredibly harmful to the brain. In fact, chronic loneliness has been linked to a greater risk of memory decline and even dementia. And after 60, many people, especially those who live alone, start to experience this more often than they'd like to admit. That's why this daily habit is so important. Start simple. Make it a point to speak to at least one person each day. It could be a phone call to a family member, a quick chat with a neighbor, or even a friendly exchange with someone at the grocery store. These small conversations are like exercises for the brain. They help you recall names, respond in real time, and engage with stories. And all of that works like magic on your memory. If you're lucky enough to have grandkids, they're an incredible source of energy and mental stimulation. Play a game with them. Let them show you how their gadgets work, even if you don't really care about the latest app. Or tell them stories from your youth. Not only does that keep your memory sharp, but it creates lasting memories for them too. Don't forget about group activities either. Maybe you enjoy reading. Why not join a local or online book club? Or perhaps there's a walking group in your neighborhood, a community center that hosts game nights, or a church group you can check in with regularly. Engaging with others doesn't just lift your mood, it lights up the brain in ways solitary activities can't. And if you truly find yourself alone some days, don't underestimate the power of writing a letter or recording a voice message for someone. The act of thinking about what you want to say, remembering details, and sharing them is a gentle mental workout in itself. It's easy to overlook this habit because it doesn't always feel like health advice. But human connection is a fundamental need, just like food and sleep. Our brains were built for relationships, and they thrive in their presence. So if you're doing your best to move your body, nourish your brain with healthy food, keep learning, and rest well, make sure you're also feeding your heart with connection. It's a full circle approach to staying mentally strong after 60, and every part works together to help you feel vibrant, present, and alive. When you add these 5 habits into your day, even just a little at a time, you're not only protecting your memory, you're giving yourself the gift of a sharper, richer life. You'll notice names coming back to you quicker. You'll find it easier to hold conversations, remember appointments, and feel more confident in your daily routine. And perhaps most importantly, you'll feel more like you. Because memory isn't just about facts and figures. It's about holding on to the essence of who we are. The stories, the faces, the laughter, the lessons. So don't wait for memory loss to sneak up on you. Start now. Start today. Even one of these habits can make a difference. And when you combine them, they become a powerful force for mental clarity, emotional balance, and long-term health. If any of this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Maybe share a habit you already practice or one you're planning to try. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing. We've got more uplifting, practical advice coming your way to help you live your best life at every age. Take care of yourself. Keep that beautiful brain active and loved. And remember, you're never too old to grow stronger, think sharper, and feel better. Here's to living a full, joyful, and unforgettable life after 60.